super early. And we're blessed to be able to see the thumbnail. That's your incentive to be first during the live streams.
Blessed to see that thumbnail.
For those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta be early.
Yeah. Hey, it looks pretty okay considering we're using the phone. These are Fruit Loops.
Fake Fruit Loops.
They're probably called Loot Fruits.
Boot Loops.
Welcome to the live stream, everybody.
What are comments? Are you guys commenting?
Nobody's commenting anything. They don't like
there it is.
talk. It's mostly me.
Hey, Hingle. What'd you think about the picture, man? I knew that, like, for a split couple of seconds. That doesn't make sense. Split couple of seconds. Now, whoever would, like, be on YouTube at that moment would see it.
It's 11:11. It's a good hour. Hey.
Hello, Chicago. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. Yeah, because like on the phone, it literally makes you take a like a selfie for the thumbnail, and then you have the option of changing it. So I just took that selfie real quick, and I changed it, hoping that no one saw it.
I think you should keep it next time. It will draw in the people.
Oh, what's up, Eddie?
Eddie, are you in here?
I'm eating Fruit Loops. I guess the Korean version. Some cereal.
Well.
No milk needed.
Oh, hey, Jen Jen. Hey, Crazy Diamond. Thank you so much. I woke up a little bit late. That's why my voice is cloudy.
You know what? I need to come onto the stream here so I can see all the comments.
And Jaquela says, good evening from Austin, Texas. Hey,
good evening.
Good evening. Life is pretty good-ish. No, it's good. It's very good.
Good-ish.
I think I'm just in a funk, but everything is good. We obviously have this place. We'll give you guys a tour at some point, not in this live stream, but in the future. And what else? You found a new gym, which he's really happy about.
Except they were closed this morning when I went.
So he was not happy about that.
So I gotta go after the stream. That's all right.
And what else is there? Oh, we got booked. Should we sell it?
For what? The what? We'll wait.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait till some more people.
We have a surprise to tell you guys later.
We got 16 people in the chat and 6 likes. If you guys can, just like the stream. Would be great. Eddie, we are looking forward to doing the apartment tour. So we're thinking of like how we want to present it. But the thing is, we have a couple of, like most of the big things are already pretty much in place. But we need like some plants and stuff on this wall right here.
We have to brighten it up a little bit, you know? That's the difference between just a nicely set up place and a place that looks like there's life there. We have life here. But speaking of, somebody asked earlier about a cat, pets, cat or dog. If you have ever witnessed any of our other live streams, you have seen a little furry menace called Chanel, or secretly we call her Bob when she's sleeping or not paying attention to us because we don't want to get her attention because she's a little demon. She's staying currently at a friend's house right now. And that's what she's doing. But that's Chanel. She'll come soon and you guys will see her in all her manic glory.
For sure.
4 a.m. Con, you are so dedicated, sir.
All right, now I can see all the messages.
Apartment tour, secret reveals. So much anticipation. Tension is my middle name.
So because the apartment is by nature quite small, as many apartments in Korea are.
By nature.
Yeah.
By blueprints.
that too. The apartment tours. Well, we just have to figure out a way to make it creative, as far as the video.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I will give a tour. I will be the hostess.
With the mostest. John says, "What are y'all's ages?" I'm guessing same as me, 28 to 31.
28
We'll go with that.
to 31? Nah.
We'll go with that.
That is correct. Should I?
If you want to.
Okay. I have a big birthday coming up in May. This month. Because today's May 1st. Birthday
soon.
coming up in May. And obviously we can't celebrate with people. So I'm thinking, what should I do? Should I get a tattoo? Yes or no? Should I
On her
shave?
face. Right here. Teardrop.
Well, yeah.
You know what that means.
I mean, obviously those would be my first ones. Should I shave my head? Should I cut my hair? Should I cut my hair? Yes or no? Like really short. So cut the hair or get a tattoo? What else? What else would people do? What else is a crazy thing to do?
I don't know, but you should get a tattoo of my face on your face.
No. What should I do for my birthday? I wanna memorialize it somehow and celebrate it, even though it's not with people.
For sure. I am. Well, I don't know if I should reveal my age.
Reveal your age. Reveal your age.
If anyone in the chat knows,
Share
feel
it,
free to put it.
Share it. Because everyone's always surprised when you say your age.
We both look 25 to 28.
Wow, yay!
John says he usually drinks, I guess, on his birthday.
No, John's just saying that. I usually drink, just like a regular comment. Like, hey guys, I usually drink. Hingle McCringleberry. I feel like I'm 21, honestly. I do feel 21.
I feel 50.
Hey, did you guys watch or hear the song I dedicated to you both on your engagement video? Oh, you must have left us a comment recently. Luther Vandross and Gregory Hines. There's nothing better than love. No, we should listen to that.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
We'll listen to that. That sounds nice. Luther Vandross.
Yeah, man.
Hello, Arterius. Thank you for joining us. People, you're so funny. Chicago says, no tattoo. Con says, don't touch the hair. Wow. You guys are making it hard on me. What should I do?
Yo, Michael Towns thinks I'm 34, unless he's referring to you.
Michael, you must be talking about him.
Jen says 35.
Con says 31.
What are you humming?
Oh, I was just thinking about what to do for my birthday.
Oh.
We could make a cute vlog.
Yeah, I think we will. We're thinking about going down to Busan.
So yeah, maybe for my birthday, we'll go to Busan because we have some friends there. And then we're gonna travel around Busan and show you the beautiful Busan area, and I'll wear cute outfits like this one. Let's see. Wow, I love how everyone's guessing.
I'll say this, no one guessed mine right yet.
Not yet, yeah. De todo un poco. Love, couple, interracial. Mwah. Thank you, Emily. So this outfit, should I show them my outfit?
If you want to.
Emily, it's a matching skirt and top set. It's kind of like it's like a summer cheerleader look. But I borrowed it from the Closet Share because I rent most of my clothes from Closet Share, so that I'm not buying clothes or holding on to things, because I just like to switch out my outfits every once in a while. And I was really tired of I didn't like the idea of waste when you bought cheap clothes and then kept it and then just tossed it or donated it. So I either would rather like to buy well-made, expensive things that will last me my whole life, or I just rent from this closet. So I just pay a small fee every month. It's in Korea, Closet Share, and they've got really decent selection. And so for all seasons as well. So that's what I do. I just every month I can rent a couple items and they send it to my house, wear it, and then they send it back. So it saves me a lot overall. Space, waste, and money. Closet Share.
I love that concept.
You're in Korea, so I think you should be able to get it. It's really good.
I felt like when you first told me about it, I was like 50-50. I didn't really have an opinion. But the more I think about it, the more I think it's a good concept.
It's such a great idea.
I mean, some people would think like, oh, isn't it better to just buy your own wardrobe because you keep it forever and you own it instead of giving it back? I guess it just depends on the person, but I think the way you live and also the way that I live, that would be probably more conducive.
Yeah, I like to be more minimal and easy to move around, and I also don't like throwing things away. Like I don't like generating trash, right? And so the older I get, the more I realize like, wow, clothing to me is not so important. I have to keep it and hold it and stuff up my closet. But I also like to wear lots of different things. I like to have something fresh and new. So this Closet Share was perfect. I highly recommend renting, especially for like winter coats. You know, seasonal items you don't wear all the time.
Yeah, you know, like I still have 2 winter coats that are obviously being stored right now. But, and as much as I would love to have 5-6 different coats to just like, you know, go through, it's almost like I wear each coat, like I would probably wear each coat like 2 or 3 times in the season or something like that. And then there's that one go-to coat, right? There's always that one coat that you tend to go to most. And so, yeah, I don't know. The last 2-3, actually, ever since I moved to Korea, I just sort of gotten by with mostly clothes that I brought from the States.
Yeah.
Like if you go back on all the videos, I'm wearing the same clothes.
Every single video.
Except my pants. I always like...
He never wears pants.
No.
He's always wearing the same clothes except pants.
Yeah.
That means he doesn't wear pants.
Yeah. But I'm starting to switch out like my wardrobe philosophy, which, you know, I can get into a little later, but...
Yeah.
I wish I had a Closet Share type service. Even though they have men's clothes, it's nowhere near like... And I have a certain like aesthetic and style.
Yeah. It's good to have your basics at home, plus maybe your very special individual items that you know you're gonna wear and keep for the rest of your life. But otherwise, you know, rent.
Jen says we don't look a day over 21. So it doesn't matter what our age is.
Woohoo! 21! 21.
Let's see. Yeah, so we've got a lot of guesses. I think, I don't think anyone's gotten it yet.
Well, yeah, you guys are pretty fun. Hey, Pamela, thanks for joining.
Let's see. Hingle says, was the plan always to move in together after getting engaged? And then I heard standards for couples living together are different in Korea compared to the West. Yeah, I think it's definitely different.
People don't move in together in Korea as much as they do like in the States.
I feel like it's more common now, but when I say more common, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's common, but it's more common compared to 20 years ago. Because like traditionally, you would just live with your parents. Especially, I think females tend to live with their parents more than males. But even males too wouldn't be uncommon.
Yeah, it's very, very common, especially now with the housing market is very bad right now, and it's just living in Korea, having a decent place is really, really expensive. So a lot of times before you get married, especially women will just live with their parents until they are able to, you know, have a career, and that can take some time, or get married. And then that's when you move on. Even then, sometimes the house, it's, you know, it's split up by the size of the parent, who provides what, who pays for the apartment, or which parent buys like 집살림, like things to put in the house. So even then, it's still relying pretty heavy on the parents. So usually like living together before marriage, when you're younger too and everything it's not very common because it's not very feasible, and two, traditionally it's just not, a culturally accepted thing.
Right. I wonder what 20 years down the road will look like here. It probably reflect a little bit more like the West. Maybe not as much.
20 years down the road?
Yeah.
We'll all be living in
our
flying hover houses.
I'll be on Mars, chilling with Elon.
I'm not going to go. You go without me. I'm not going to Mars.
I'll spend half the year there.
I will go in the spaceship and look at the moon and go collect space trash and do moonwalks.
Moonwalks.
But I'm not living on Mars.
Fair enough.
People are so nice.
Man, no one's guessed the ages yet.
That's a good thing. I was scared people are going to be like, they year 40.
Michael Town says 35 is the final answer. Poppy says 35 for me, 27 for Becky. Lily, Alice? Sorry. She says 29. LW says 29 as well.
Michael, I hope you're both not over 40.
Well, I guess you guys will find out soon.
Khan, just make sure to be happy on your birthday. I'll be happy every day for you. So John asks, have you guys thought about kids? Can I bring this up? We did make a video about this some time ago, but you wanna hear something?
She was very uncomfortable in that video.
I was very uncomfortable in that video. Like, you wanna hear something?
Yeah.
So I was talking to my mom because my older sister just had another baby, and so my mom was very excited and was like, "Oh, Becky, when are you gonna have babies?" I was like, "Okay, Mom, let's slow down, please." And then my parents were like, "You guys would have the most beautiful kids ever." And I was like, wow, Mom, you just witnessed my sister's second kid and you think I would have the most beautiful babies ever? I know she's just buttering me up because she's Harmony and she just wants lots of kids. But it's true. Now I can't stop thinking about that.
We're not biased.
Can you imagine if we had a little kid that looked like a little bit like me, but like a little bit like you?
That's usually how it works with kids. Obviously, there are kids that look like totally like one parent or the other, but yeah.
There are some kids that don't look like either parent. Like when I was growing up, my mom used to say, they found me under a bridge.
You know,
because when we were younger, my older sister and my little sister looked very similar. And so everyone would be like, "Oh, look, are they twins or something?" And then me, I had, had a big forehead, I had like big nose, I had big ears. My siblings all have like very cute features, like nice features, freckles, and beautiful straight hair. And I was just like Gollum. And so my mom would, as a joke, say like, "Oh, we found her under a bridge."
Yeah, I've heard this story. But I think for me, like, or my sister, her kids, if you're a longtime follower of the channel, you'll know my niece and nephew, who are like getting so big right now. I think they're a good example of not necessarily looking like either parent.
That's right, yeah.
But now I can really start to see the features of both parents in them. But they don't look like either of their parents directly.
Hannah looks a lot like your sister when she was young.
Yeah. But like if you put them side by side like now versus, and as opposed to like my sister's baby pictures and Hannah's baby pictures. But yeah, that's an example of the kids not looking
when
like
they
parents.
get older, they're going to look more like one or the other, is my guess.
My nephew's gonna look like me.
He looks straight like you. Dead ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, that's a long, I guess, semi-answer to your question. I always wanted kids. Like, even ever since I was young, so.
I just hope if I have kids, they have curly hair. That's all I ask.
I probably will.
Okay, so Pam, that's a neat idea on closet sharing, but the sizing would be an issue. Do they have a variety in sizes? So I will say that they have because the way the closet share works is that it seems individuals send in their clothes, so it's not provided. Some are provided by the brand. So in that case, when it's provided by a brand, they usually have multiple sizes, and it will range from, I think, extra small to extra large. So, but not all clothing items are in that range, because for example, I, as a user of the closet share, if I wanted to, I could even submit, say I had a really nice coat. Oh, I'm not wearing it. Okay, I'm going to submit it to closet share. And then every time someone rents my coat, I would get a small commission. I just discovered this the other day on it. But in that case, you know, I would only have one coat. So that one coat would be available in my one size. So the range right now is, it's highest in small, and I think extra small, honestly. That's like the highest range. But something to keep in mind is that every brand, the sizing can be a little bit different. So for example, they have got some Chanel coats versus like Nanda style. And so what they might call small in Chanel would be different than small in Nanda style. So that's something I've discovered, because there will be some items I'll wear where it's medium and I'm like, oh, this is too tight on me. And then I'll get an extra small in a different brand and be like, oh, this is just right. So that is something just to be aware of. But I admit that when it comes to sizing, at least here in Korea, the range is not very big. And Emily, you also said, especially bottoms, because you can't wear a lot of the sizes here in Korea. That's also a similar problem that I've faced, because I'm a little bit taller than the average Korean, so it's really hard to buy jeans here. But there are a handful of brands that you can find when it comes to jean shopping. I think if you're in the States and you rent, because there's like what, Rent the Runway, there's a whole bunch of different renting services.
I didn't know.
I really want to try, because the range is just that much bigger. But I personally think it's worth it. And then if, you know, when you can't find bottoms, then just have your sets, the ones that are good, that you can wear regularly. And then, you know, you can switch out the tops. But I'm just a huge advocate for that, because I'm really anti-fast fashion. I used to just be like, oh, buy, sell, buy, throw away. But I can't morally myself abide by that anymore. So now I'm like trying to find other solutions. So yeah, with closet share, I mean, I hope it will continue to expand. I'm telling everyone about it all the time.
For sure. Alice Alce. That's how you say it, right? I think she gave me that confirmation. Awesome.
Awesome. Planet! Did you see Planet?
No. I'm like so lost in this chat.
I'm new here, but are you brother and sister? You look a little like cute twinsies.
Oh, okay. So I think someone answered that. Twinsies. It's a compliment.
What? You don't want people thinking that about, you know, your significant other?
Of course not. But we look cute. That's what I got.
That's what you pulled out of it? We are not
even though here and there
related at all.
Usually like some Korean people might
Some people
assume,
ask us that too.
like if we're in the taxi or
Isn't
something.
that funny?
Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, there's obviously a similarity between us being half Korean that exists. That definitely exists. But we don't look anything similar to each other.
All right, so I'll say this. I'm in my 30s. Because nobody got it right yet.
Yeah, I'm in my 20s.
For sure. Where are we in the chat?
Hey, Atheron, thanks for joining us. Okay, you know what? I take back anything. I think Planet Mula is in here just trolling. Because he says you're 24 and I look 14.
I'll take 24 though. But she's definitely not 14.
I'm
That's
definitely
not
not 14. It's funny. Michelle, will you guys speak Korean to your kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. I wish my mom spoke. Well, she did speak Korean to me.
She does. Your mom speaks Korean a lot too.
But I wish she would have made me speak Korean back to her.
Yeah.
That's the missing piece.
Your mom never made you take classes or read at home?
No.
We did.
I took Korean. I went to Korean school for a few weeks, if I can remember correctly. And that's where I basically just learned how to read and write. and there was a lot of like, it was like beginner level, which most of that I didn't really need. That's all I remember. It didn't last long.
Yeah, we went to Korean Hagwon and I was very unhappy there. But I did learn rainbows, mujige, and then the color of the rainbows. That's like my strongest memory.
Hold on, what is,
Hagwon.
how old am I? Let me do the math. Because I'm looking at the chat and I see the right answer, but there's two answers and I'm like, which one am I? Okay, it's 2000, what, 2021? Okay, I know how old I am.
Oh, good.
So we do have a correct answer there. I'll say that.
Planet Moon is so funny. Listen to this. Says, oh, I take back what I said about brother and sister. I guess it's cool in West Virginia if that's where they live. We don't live there. It's not cool. Other wants to know, how was the transition from teaching English to your current occupation? It was a long transition.
No, it was,
Well, actually, for you,
no,
yeah,
it was
I
very
guess
quick.
yeah.
So I just taught for 1 year, and because I was able to get the visa that allows me to pretty much do anything, anything as in like any type of work that I will qualify for, or even freelance. During my first year, I just started planning how I would be able to make money outside of teaching, and so yeah, towards the end of my first year, I just I kind of took a leap in that I wanted to start freelancing with video work, but I didn't have a lot of clients lined up. I didn't have, maybe one at the most, but I also knew that I could tutor students, tutor English, and I could do that on a freelance basis. And so that's what pretty much held me over maybe my second year as I was getting more video clients. And so, yeah, the transition wasn't that long. I would say a couple of months. I just noticed something. I spelled live stream wrong in the title. Q&A live stream. Oh, man.
That's funny.
Yo, let me try to fix that. I wonder if I could fix that while we're live.
Wait, no, you shouldn't, just in case. Live stream. Everyone's here for the live stream. Rad. It is harsh. Under a bridge. And my mom would say that at parties and stuff. Like at events and things. But growing up, we got all kinds of just the craziest comments. My dad still likes to say that there was this one woman when we were walking at the grocery store with my mom and me and my sisters. And the lady comes up to my mom and goes, "Oh my goodness, you have the most beautiful Indian children." And my mom was like, "Thanks."
Indian children.
And she told my dad later, and he was like, What? Why do people say those things? It's just nobody knew. But Under a Bridge is a little bit better, yeah. And then Panda Gaming said, did you guys ever watch My Wife and Kids growing up?
My Wife and Kids. Oh, that was with, was it Keenan Ivory or Damon Wayans?
So the person, Lily underneath said, oh my gosh, I remember that show. And Lily, if you hadn't said that, I would have been like, Panda, no, I did not watch your kids growing up.
Oh.
That would be very weird.
Oh, I see.
I got it now.
Yeah, it's one of the Wayans that I didn't really watch the show a lot. I've seen a lot of episodes and clips.
Never heard of
Funny
it.
show, yeah.
Yunlan, aka Blue-Only01, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, I think I fixed the...
Well, everyone's ages
title.
are all over the place. That's great. We're gonna be all over the place.
Live stream. Yeah, I fixed it, but it may not show up on y'all since you're already on the stream.
Live stream.
We got 56 people. Hey, do me a favor. If you didn't like the stream, could you just give it a quick thumbs up? That would be absolutely helpful.
Michael wants to know, what is your zodiac signs? I guess I'm assuming the Western zodiacs sign?
I forget every year. I get asked every year. I look it up, and then I forget.
Yeah, what are you?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look you up, okay?
Yeah. Oh, Chicago Low got my birthday.
I know how.
How?
He probably watched that 50 Facts About Me video that you made a long time ago.
Did I put that in there?
I think you did. You're an ox.
For real?
Yeah.
How come I don't remember that?
And I am...
Built like an ox.
I am a sheep. Oh wait, no, this is Chinese zodiac.
Oh. No, it's like Pisces and...
No, that's Chinese zodiac, animal zodiac. Then I'm a Taurus. But
Right.
I don't know. You are.
I think I'm a Pisces.
You are a. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Zodiac? Zodiac. What is it called?
Live streams is where it's at.
Western. Okay, the Western zodiac. Only your Chinese zodiac is coming up. I don't know what you call it. Horoscope? Is that the word?
Oh, I guess so. No.
1985
Man, I don't know.
horoscope. 1985 horoscope? Well, it just keeps coming up with the ox. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you call it. Astrology?
If you couldn't tell, we don't follow that stuff. Sorry.
Wow, I can't find you. I don't know what you are. Oh well.
I think I'm a Pisces.
Aren't Pisces like the little crabs?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hingle McCringleberry, are you watching any decent shows lately, or are you guys still not watching much TV? We watched Hotel Cecil on Netflix.
Yeah, episode 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's where we're on.
The story itself it's creepy. I read about this a long time ago, and so I was really freaked out to see the elevator video again. But I think that they give too much room for conspiracy theory as opposed to it being like a true crime thriller.
Well, we don't know yet because we have one more episode to watch.
Okay.
So we might watch it today actually. Yeah, so Hotel Cecil. And outside of that, we just watch Friends reruns because I never watched Friends up until last year.
Friends is funny.
And so I'm literally like, I started because she was just watching it. And so I started around, I don't know, season 6-ish. And so now we're in season 3, I believe. And I'm just trying to get through the whole entire series.
Hey, who do you think was right, Rachel or Ross?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, who was it? Ross or Rachel? Were they on a break? Was that okay? And I like how some people are saying in other languages live stream is correct. And Hingle Mick Kringle is like, live streams are overrated. Live streams are where it's at. Live streams.
Panda says, what are your views on disciplining children and do you think parents should? We had a group debate and everyone who was for it had been disciplined growing up.
Oh, sure. I was disciplined. I still think my bum hurts from growing up. Yeah.
Oh, man. I'll just say this. My answer will be probably quite short.
You weren't really disciplined growing up, were you?
I was disciplined, but
no, you were a nice kid. All you wanted to do
it
is
depends on
eat
what you mean
and
by
break dance
discipline.
badly.
So like, I don't know, man. Because like, I mean, now that I'm older, I feel like I just need to read different like books and even research on it just because I want to. But my gut is, I personally find a balance between disciplining in a physical way and what?
I think you wrote live steam.
Did I? Hold on.
Did you write live steam?
Probably.
Because that is
Yo, I can't spell today. Live steam.
live steam. Yeah. Yeah, here comes the PDA you guys were asking for.
Here we go. Live Bestre.
Live steam.
Okay.
Oh gosh, okay. Ooh, that's funny.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like if my son and he's like 4 or 5 and he talk back, I'm gonna show him what's up. I'm gonna show him what's up, man. But then I'm gonna give him some love right after. You know what I mean? Like, look, I don't know. I'll just say that I don't know how I would want to discipline my kids, but as long as they have a healthy respect, but not like a fear of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the goal. The thing is, I just don't want spoiled children. I don't want spoiled or entitled children who feel like they can do whatever or talk back, however. So that will definitely not happen. But I never want to like discipline to a point where like old school style, get a switch outside in the yard and just like beat them.
Or that wooden spoon.
Korean style, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I haven't been obviously in that like frame of mind to, I'm not a parent or I'm not a soon-to-be parent. So yeah.
I think.
What do you think?
This is what I think. I think that there is certainly a family hierarchy that exists. And I think the parents should be united, a united front, always with the kids. You know, because I think it can get a little bit confusing or manipulative when the kid is like, oh, mom said I could do this, and then goes behind dad's back to do that, right? I don't think that's healthy. So I think, one, that's important. So whatever your discipline style is, you should be a united front. And I also think that your child should never, ever, ever be afraid of you, ever. But I do think there should be healthy respect. I don't think your parent is your friend. That's just frankly what I think. And I also think when it comes to discipline, there's no purpose in disciplining a child if the child doesn't understand why that was wrong, right? Because the thing is, it's not training. If you're just disciplining just because, oh, I don't like it, bang, no. Then your child learns, don't do this in front of you. Or I shouldn't do this because I will get these consequences. It's more training them what they should do. Oh, if you do this, this is why this is bad. Instead of doing this, why don't you do this? So I was thinking, like, I watched this really interesting video of this guy, and he was talking about like parenting, and he was saying, instead of saying, no, don't do this, he says, why don't you redirect? Because they're trying to express something. There's some kind of energy inside of them. They're trying to get out, they want to express. Instead of saying, no, don't do that, how about do this instead where this is okay? So like, I guess an example was your kid wants to color on the walls. They have a creative, artistic expression. They're trying to get out and okay, I'm gonna draw on the wall. Instead of smacking them like, you don't draw on the wall. Instead, give them the paper. Hey, why don't you draw here? This is where you can draw. But then again, you know, everyone is a parent expert until they're a parent, so. But that's what I think. I really, really think that we have, especially in our previous generations, worked so hard to train the child to fear and discipline and don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And I think instead it should be how to encourage them in a healthy manner. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do agree that, you know, we'd obviously have to be unified on how we're gonna approach it. But yeah, I don't think there's one way to do it, and I think there are cultural nuances to disciplining as well.
Yeah.
So.
But I in my experience of people I know now who are my age, or children I see growing up, more often, I would say 99% of the time, if that child has seen disciplinary action, they tend to be more healthy, responsible adults. But that is just what I've seen.
That's a good question.
So when are you guys visiting Canada? Oh, we have to visit Canada.
What part of Canada are you from?
Canada's big.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to definitely visit. I don't know what I'd do. Like, I don't know if we'd go more into the mountains, like take a more scenic visit, or just spend time in like Toronto or Vancouver. I went to Canada once. I think it was a year and a half ago, and it was a connecting flight to the States from Korea. And so I spent about 18 hours there. So that was interesting. I got some Tim Hortons.
What are those?
It's like a little coffee donut place.
Oh.
Kind of like a Dunkin' Donuts, but better.
Yeah. This is fun. It's very interesting seeing what people say.
The more children, the better. Children are the best retirement plan. AJ says, forget a 401k when it comes down to children. Yes, if your children are successful in that way. But if your children are not, then yeah. But you have to invest in your children.
Oh,
to see
sure.
those returns.
You have to invest in your children. Yeah, you can't just expect your kids to be like, hey, when I'm older, you're going to take care of me. And then you just treat them horribly growing up. Why would you do that? Also, the purpose of having children, again, this is all my own, opinion pre-children. Things can obviously change. The purpose of children is not to just, I don't know, make yourself feel better or like, oh, look at me, I'm an adult, I'm a parent now. But to invest in their life, to grow them so that they're healthy and happy, right? I think that is the greatest legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chicago Low says, yes, I cheated on the 50 facts video.
Oh, wow.
I figured.
So I did mention my birthday.
I figured.
Also, it's I've alluded to my birthday, or there's another video where it shows a clip of me when I was a kid on my birthday, and it's a VHS tape footage, and it has a date on the bottom.
Yeah, and then your dad says, say happy birthday, Cedric, and you're like, happy birthday, Cedric.
This is before my education kicked in.
Yeah, I can see.
Man, retirement
Nova
plan
Scotia.
children.
What do you guys do for work?
Man, we do a lot of things.
We do lots of things. Maybe we should tell them ours.
Sure. Which reminds me, did you mention? Because Rad, I saw your earlier comment about the congrats on the commercials, which we appreciate. That's one of the things that we do.
We do that.
Yeah, it's not our main. It's not our main thing, but it's a fun gig to do. Like while we're able to do it, yeah, we're taking advantage of it. So, where do we start? Let's start with me. Mine's a little bit more simple. We both own a media production business where we work with clients, creating video content for them. We've worked with like different skincare companies. We've worked with international schools. And also we're working with one of the bigger, what do you call it? Like the gaming teams.
Yeah, NYXL.
Yeah.
Esports.
So we're doing that, working with a nonprofit organization in the States. So we're doing a lot of like things on that front. Yeah, film work. And then in addition, I recently got into commercial modeling, and Becky has been doing it for a while. And commercial modeling in that it's mostly like for different commercials. Like I shot for Samsung, Samsung TV. I mean, there's so many different like Samsung divisions. Samsung TV, Samsung Enterprise, which is like a type of phone, LG. Yeah.
And a really big one that's a secret and we can't tell you.
Oh yeah.
But you'll know.
You'll know.
Everyone will know.
You will know. I cannot wait till that comes out. So that was a commercial I did. So yeah, we're doing that because it's fun. It's a good way to get our face out there, and it's just, I don't know, good experience. What else? And then I guess thirdly for me would be like this YouTube channel and everything around the Skycedi branding in terms of content creation. Yeah, so I do consider this like work, and I'm trying to grow it and build it and make a sustainable living out of it. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
In addition, she does.
I do voice acting. That takes a lot of my time. So I'll do like voiceover work for commercials. You've probably heard me somewhere or another. And then of course I do the modeling, commercial work. So yeah, you may have seen me on some of those. And then other than that, like we do the film work together. Yeah. Oh, I'll do some translation gigs here and there. Sometimes I'll translate. That's pretty much what I do now, huh?
Right. And
it's going well.
yeah, we have our first commercial together coming up.
We're doing a commercial together.
I don't know if we can mention. Well, it's probably better not to mention.
Okay, no, we can't give you any details.
But another big brand. So we've been very fortunate lately.
We've been really fortunate.
Yeah, so we got pitched by an agency as a couple, and yeah, we got accepted.
It's so exciting.
So we're gonna be shooting in 2 weeks, I believe.
I'm so excited to film with you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we've been up to.
Yeah.
It keeps us busy, man.
It does, because on top
sure.
of that, we have, you know, the Skycedi YouTube channel, Happy Project podcast and videos, and then, you know, all the other little details that come along with that. Correspondence, networking, editing.
Mm-hmm.
So always on our toes. Yeah. Okay. I like the conversations that we're seeing about kids. It's very interesting to see everyone's different perspectives. I mean, not to say that we're gonna have kids anytime soon or anything like that, but it's really, really fascinating to see how people view this. And I know it can get really contentious. I think this is the thing, like when I talk to my friends who have kids, I oftentimes feel sometimes a little like not scared, but kind of concerned about becoming a parent, because I feel like a lot of times there's not really a lot of support with each other. Maybe it's just the circle of people that I see, but I feel like a lot of time there's weird competition or judgment that happens, especially among women. And I would hate for that to happen to me. But so it's really interesting to see everyone's different opinions here. Yeah, like people ask some really good questions. Can you truly enjoy parenthood if you're not friends with your kids? I personally couldn't. But then Hinkle McCringleberry comes back with, that's true, but parenting can be very stressful if you're too friendly with your kids. I think balance is key. And then Chicago, don't be deceived. The baby knows right or wrong at different levels of growth. They're going to test you on the words. No, don't do that. Be still, be quiet. Don't touch that. Good luck. They hit back. Yeah,
That's some good.
That is really true.
Good insight there. You know, as far as the friend thing, you know, I've seen a couple of different families where, as the kids have gotten older, the parents and kids become more like friends, very close, and they're able to talk about many different things, which I totally admire.
Yeah.
But I have to imagine, because I wasn't around when they were actually like raising the kids, I'd have to imagine there was probably more of a, like the stereotypical parental-kid relationship up until, you know, they were older. And I think I admire that. I think that's maybe an approach that we'd probably take, because I want to be close to the kids. I don't want the kids to grow up and feel like they can't talk to us. Yeah, but I don't know. I also, as a teenager, right, I want my kids to come to me. I want them to trust me, knowing that they won't get judged, but also I will still maintain that line of being, you know, a parent, not letting them run over me. So I don't know. That's just something that I've always admired in certain families, like the closeness between kids and parents when they're older.
I always wonder about families where kids can talk to the parents about like dating or, you know, really difficult questions. Like, I don't even know, because we never talked about any of those kind of things growing up. But, you know, like when people talk about like sex education, or if you've got questions about like, is God real? Like these really difficult questions that I feel like kids at a young age start thinking about, but they don't have anyone to talk to, or they feel awkward coming to their parents, or they feel like they're going to be judged. And so I think that's why oftentimes information gets really skewed, because who they're going to is a peer, for example, who also doesn't know. I really wonder about those kind of parents. How do you do that? How do you become that kind of parent where their kids feel like totally safe and judgmental free to come talk to your parents?
Yeah, man. If any of you guys,
if you guys have advice, because I know we've got some older parents here in the chat, so that would be really interesting to know. Let's see. Quickly, just Poppy asks about the skincare video, because actually I've gotten a couple messages via Instagram, people asking questions about skincare. So I think we should do that soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, I made my rose petal skin face wash. So I just baked the rose petals enough to that when you crush it, it crumbles into a powder. I keep it in a jar, and I can show you guys another time. But then you crumble it into a powder, a little water, and some honey, and then every once in a while I use it as a scrub. Just a little skincare thing that I've been doing lately.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be like showing you guys more aspects of our lives, especially now that we're in this new place, and it's sort of a, I don't know, fresh start, even for the channel and stuff.
Oh, it's very interesting. Yeah, about the kids and the friends thing. I guess friends is you gotta. I think friends is there's a mutual respect, mutual desire to help the other, and you should be able to talk. If that's what we're gonna say about friends, then sure, your kid is your friend in that regard. But there's definitely a difference of power. I think it comes down to the parent has more power, and I think that should be established. And
Right.
and that came off as very strong, like it should be established. But I mean, I think that there's already a natural sense of separation. It just should be maintained. That's the balance. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people might look at it differently, which is
Yeah.
fine. But I think there should be what's the word? I mean, not just respect, but
Boundaries.
Boundaries. There's a word I'm thinking, but if I think of it, I'll mention it.
Honor.
Honor, yeah. Man, what's the word?
What is the word?
I don't know. Y'all get the point.
All the families and parents talking. How do you guys like the new place? Jane, we love the new place. We can't wait to show you the new place. It's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's the best place I've ever lived in Korea.
Yeah, same.
I mean, which isn't saying a whole lot because I lived in some pretty bad places. So I'm very thankful to live here.
Yeah, this is I mean, just a general overview. It's a pretty new apartment, which I think we got really lucky in finding this place. Because we were doing crazy searching for maybe a little over a month, I think. And we almost landed on another place, and there were a couple of complications with that situation, which was very discouraging. But then Becky had the idea to look in the neighborhood that we're in now and just found this place on an app. And we contacted the realtor, came here and I couldn't believe it. I was just like,
I know, it was like, okay, what's the catch?
Right.
What's the catch, guys?
So, without giving too much away, because we do want to give you guys an official tour, and you'll probably see snippets of the place, you know, in videos coming up. But it's amazing. It's small, but I mean, it's just me and her, and we're very simple in how we live.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another element or theme to I guess what you guys are going to see in upcoming videos is just the simplicity of how we live and how we're trying to live. So it's going to be reflected in, I guess, the apartment tour.
Do we have any minimalists in the chat? People who ascribe to a more minimalistic lifestyle. That's something that I think we will explore. Because, I mean, honestly, a lot of our content is kind of lifestyle and the kind of conversations that we have. How do we live? And so we've been incorporating, I think rather naturally, we have a natural bent towards being more minimalist. So I think we've been exploring that a little bit, and I'm sure that we'll share that with you guys. And I think you'll get a good feel when you see the house tour, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty minimalist.
Right. But not boring.
Yeah, no, by no means. It's like, I don't know what that art of flower arrangement is called, but when it's not the flowers themselves that are the points, it is the space between the plants and the leaves. That's the true design. So when you have the art of that space, I think this is where it's really beautiful.
Yeah. And then we have Jane saying, I'm trying to be more minimalist,
Cool.
but it's hard. And then Lily says she wants to be more minimalist in the future, which is great. And I think, again, this is probably going to be a theme that naturally just creeps into a lot of our content, especially our vlogs and when we're showing you our lives. But for me, it was something that I didn't make a decision to just do it per se on a conscious level. I think it just sort of happened. Because I just sort of, I don't know, I had to figure out what I found value in, and everything else I just kind of pushed to the side. So, and that was like physical things, but also like mental things. And so it just sort of, this was the natural direction for me to head.
Yeah, I oftentimes think that what is going on in your mind can appear in your physical surroundings, or vice versa. Physically, what's around you can affect you mentally or emotionally. And so that is the same thing with a cluttered space. I've always discovered when I'm like 복잡해 in my mind, or I just I don't know what to think, or there's too many thoughts, then the rest of my life or my house or my personal items is just, you know, a big cluttered mess. I can't keep track of everything. So if I can't control what's going on in my head, then okay, let's control what's going on physically. I can do that. Then I clean up and I organize, and that helps me oftentimes, you know, sort out my mind as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a common misconception that minimalism is you live in a blank white house with like no furniture and like one plant and one picture on the wall.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people have that misconception. I did too a couple years ago. But it's minimalism is in many ways subjective and is very personal to you, and it's all about finding value and worth. Like what you find value in, and then focusing on those things and not just like cluttering your life or cluttering your space. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna be probably reading some books on it just to get different perspectives, and then can share our findings.
Yeah.
And just our inspirations.
Remember who was that lady? She was really big, popular on Netflix. About cleaning.
Yeah, what's her name? Lisa. Begins with
Marie
Kondo.
Marie
Kondo.
I think that's something.
Yeah.
So I never watched any of that, but I read one. I think it was her quote where it was like, when you think of an item, deciding if you're going to keep it or not, does this bring you value or does it bring you joy? Right? Is that what she said? So that really helps me so much when I look at my stuff. Is this valuable to me? Have I used it in the last 3 months? Yes or no? Do I need to use it, in the immediate future? Yes or no? Or does this bring me like joy? Is it so beautiful? Like these flowers or this pin my sister gave me, these things that give me joy. Otherwise, yeah, I really like Julio.
Right. Hingold says, I have no choice but to be minimalist by virtue of being a broke grad student that can't afford things. Hey.
No shame in that, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Much better.
Yeah, like I'm super excited though, because I do want to share, there are a couple of, I've been watching and following Matt Diavella for a couple years now. He's a big YouTuber who is sort of in that self-help minimalism content space. And he also, actually, he did a documentary a couple years ago, a full-length documentary on minimalism. And it's called Minimalism, I think. Very minimalistic title. On Netflix. You could check it out. I think it's still on there. And he also did a follow-up feature documentary maybe a year ago. So I've been following him, and it's just it's just been very, very practical and very insightful, that sort of content. So I'm very excited for us to be able to present a couple of things that maybe you guys will find valuable too. And of course, it's not one of those like pushing a certain lifestyle onto anyone. It's just, hey, this is what we do, this is what works for us, and that's that.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we attach a kind of almost, I don't know what the right word is, but yeah, some kind of value to items when it's not really there, it's just an item. So I'm trying to think, what is a better way to say that? Like with the closet, for example, because it's probably for me the biggest change is that I would look at clothes and be like, well, I mean, it fits me nicely, so I'm sure I'll wear it in the future. And then I never, ever wear it. But I constantly have this sense of like, well, I'm gonna wear it one day. And then I never wear it because when I actually wear it, I realize I don't really like it. But I can't seem to give it up because I have this false belief attached to that item. I'm gonna wear it one day. I know I'll wear it one day. So I instead just needed to switch my mind and be like, do I really need to think about this shirt every time I look at it when I know I'm not gonna wear it? What if I give it to somebody who does love it and wears it and uses it regularly? So that was a big mind switch for me, and it really, really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Minimalism is
for me, I just got, especially in the last few months, I've been very stressed in many different ways, and I felt like things are just too cluttered. And so it's just like, you know what? Just snip, just cutting things out. And then moving into this place helps, because I was like, I'm selling everything. I'm getting rid of like clothes. I didn't have a lot of clothes to begin with, but the stuff that I'm like, I'm not going to wear that, I just got rid of it. And it's been so helpful. It's crazy.
Yeah. I like everything having a place. So I know where it is. It has a place. That I think is really, really helpful.
Yeah, AJ with the tip saying, sell what you can and give the rest away to a charity, and get a tax write-off to minimize yourself to wealth.
Nice.
That's a good strategy for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works in Korea, but definitely get that tax write-off if you can in the States. Yeah.
For Angela, I tried the minimalist lifestyle but failed miserably. Well, I mean, the key word, I guess, is lifestyle, because it's really hard to change living habits. I don't know what happened with you or the failing miserably, what that means to you. But I think, like in all things, especially when it's an overhaul in how you live, it probably is hard. And it takes a long time, for sure.
Yeah. And then AJ left another comment that that kind of struck me, because he says, teach the children the same tactics to retire early. Everybody in the house must have LLCs, 5 and up. So I there's a little bit of a joking there, but I like that in that, and this relates to minimalism in that, for me, one of the big things I want to teach my kids is how to grow wealth and understand money and finances at a very early age, and how to understand how money works, and to develop their money ideology, because everyone has a certain view of money, and I want to teach them how to basically be responsible with money, and that includes knowing what to buy and why they're buying it.
You should teach me first.
Oh, I'm trying. I've been trying. And really, even more importantly, I would argue, is to how for them to grow their wealth, and to, in a sense, teach them how to fish. And I think that relates to minimalism in that, for me, I don't think I want to, well, I know I don't want to give my kids a lot of things. I want to teach them how to value certain things.
Yeah. They're like, Dad, I'm bored. And you're like, here's a stick. Go draw in the dirt.
Right. And hopefully over time, they'll learn not to place their value in physical things that ultimately won't add any value to their life.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's all related. I'm still forming how I want to view that when it comes to children, but definitely that's going to be a big element, teaching them how to view money and how to grow wealth at a very early age.
Yeah.
And then there'll be my retirement plan. Bam!
Wow, you have your whole life set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should spend money on experiences. I would rather spend it on experiences, I think.
Yeah, Josh G says, Cedric, what type of business are you in? So I'm in the media content creation business, in that me and Becky, we own a business here in Korea where we create content for essentially other people or businesses, create videos mainly. And also this YouTube channel is also a business, even though this isn't technically registered. I mean, it's a sole proprietorship. And at the end of the day, if you're giving value to somebody and you're creating, if there's an exchange of value, you're essentially a business. And if you're making some sort of revenue from it, whether you're incorporated or not, it doesn't matter. As long as you're doing everything correctly in terms of, taxes and stuff. That's a whole nother issue. And so with that said, yeah, this YouTube channel is also another extension of me business-wise. Becky and I. So those are the two businesses. And I also look at the commercial modeling as a business. I look at myself as a business. So when I'm dealing with agents and stuff like that, I look at myself as a business, not as a person, this is Cedric getting an opportunity, this is Cedric getting paid. No, this is the business of, Cedric's commercial modeling, getting paid. So I try to come from that angle when I'm negotiating and stuff. So really, everything I do to make money is a business in some way. And they're all in different stages of development, if that answers your question. Yeah.
You should just do a financial video.
For sure.
And all the financial people can come out and ask you financial questions.
Right. Yeah, because Lily says around 50% of people in the U.S. don't even have $500 in savings. Crazy. Yeah, I've heard similar stats.
Crazy.
A majority of people in the U.S. Don't have enough money to cover an emergency. You know, a couple $100 or $1,000. And that is, without getting into it, I mean, there are a lot of nuances around why.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I just think a lot of people, you know, they may not. Either it's just their situation, you know, they're not making the proper money, or they have just so many responsibilities or things in life, or it's just a matter of the system not really focusing on
Creating
financial
that
literacy.
groundwork.
Yeah.
The financial literacy, that's a
Right.
huge one, because I don't think financial education, I mean, in high school, who's having financial education classes? Hardly.
Right.
You go to university, the option exists, or you go into business path, but honestly, financial literacy is so vital to normal life, and yet it's treated as like, oh, just the economic sphere, the finances or business sphere, but it's, everybody should know.
Totally. And just want to say goodbye to Chicago Low.
Oh,
She's going
okay.
to bed.
Have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining. But yeah, for sure. And I didn't. Hey, look. Did I give my age away yet? No, not
No,
yet,
you
right?
didn't give
So like when I didn't really get into financial literacy or like educating myself, and again, keyword myself, because I wasn't really taught until my mid to late 20s. And so, yeah, so it's one of those things where I realize, and I find it to be, or find myself to be very fortunate to have, at least, even though later in life, to have the realization, man, I need to really learn about money and develop my philosophy on money. You know, even though it was later, I find myself to be very fortunate, because a lot of people never get to that point. And it's not, and I don't say that in a derogatory way at all.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm very lucky, and I feel like everyone in their own way should come to that point, because money is something that is necessary for survival, of course, but it's also something that you can use instead of money using you. So that's something that, yeah, we'll definitely, as the channel grows and develops, and as we give more about, you know, info about our lives and show you guys more of our lives, I think that'll naturally come out. So we could do some videos on that too. Maybe how we view money and stuff.
That's so vital, seriously, because money has ruined so many people's lives. It would be interesting to talk about it.
Yeah. Josh, she says, you're very fortunate to have found someone who compliments you. I'm currently stuck in a weird long-term relationship that I'm not happy in. We live together and financially bonded together. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. We are very fortunate. Yeah. But she's very like easygoing. I just kind of.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not easygoing.
But in that you're not like stuck on like, oh, we have to do it this way. Like we're very collaborative.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I get intense about certain things, like when I'm telling you about a book I just finished, and I spend a long time trying to explain to you, and then you're not interested in what I have to say.
I am interested.
I just finished One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest last night, and it was so just incredible. If anyone has read it, it was really like, gave me a lot to think about. You know, Josh, I don't know if a live stream is obviously the best place, you know, to talk about personal relationship things. So without getting personal, the only thing I can say from my experience is, if you know something is not making you happy, it's either something you got to work on yourself, or you just know. And because I'd been in a relationship before, and it lasted a really long time, and after some length of time, and you feel like your lives are combined, you're just like, oh, well, I guess this is it. This is probably it. I gotta make it work. You know, it'll be too hard to break it now. But I knew deep down inside, like, I'm not happy. Not telling you what to do or what not to do. But for me personally, finally, I took up the courage and was like, no, I think I'd rather be happy. Because that is something, your personal happiness is something you will always have to live with. You will always live with yourself. It doesn't matter who else is around you. So that's something for me. I always thought of myself first and foremost, finally. And in the long run, I am happier. But everyone should be in a happy, loving relationship. I think everybody deserves that. Everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
The finances is very, yeah. This is something I've been learning a lot since dating you, because I had no financial savvy before you. Yeah. I was either like super stingy or super generous. I didn't have any balance.
Yeah. So that's what I meant by like the easygoing as well. Like you're like, you listen to my perspective and you just, you're like, sounds good to me. But you also understand.
Yeah. And I'm willing to try things, I think, because I naturally believe in the end things will be all right. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a try.
Yeah, for sure. And to answer your question about religious affiliations or core beliefs, we're both Christians. We hold a Christian worldview.
I think it is important, however, to define what that means, because we have seen many people use the term Christian values to further push their personal agendas. That is using the Lord's name in vain, in my opinion. Not saying, oh my God, but, doing horrible things in the name of their Christian religion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have values. I think the long short of it is we believe all humans are created equal, because everybody is created in the image of God, and this is my belief. And therefore, no one's better than me, I'm not better than you. And I should always be living to love my neighbor and those around me. That's really a deep belief.
Yeah. So I believe in Jesus. Believe he died and rose again. Yeah, so that's the core of that's like the foundation of our relationship.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, we don't talk about it too much on the channel because we do keep that out, but I think it's gonna, like, as the content sort of shifts, you'll definitely see that play out a little bit more. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, we won't get into it too much. Not here.
We're getting a lot of interesting comments here. Well, Hingle My Kringleberry says, I feel like you two complement each other's personality. Cedric seems very practical and Becky seems very creative. Am I wrong? You are not wrong, sir. You are kind of like, the solid oak tree. And I am the vine and flowers growing all over it.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely very practical. I guess I'm somewhat analytical. I think ahead. I'm a planner. I'm very organized. But I do have like certain creative bents. But I wouldn't say I'm overall just a super creative person. I'm creative in finding solutions. And I like to think I'm somewhat creative in, like, when it comes to putting stories together in video format. And I used to do music as well, music production. So, but yeah, I think I'm a good balance of both. But definitely very practical. Super, super practical.
Yeah, you are very practical. And I am definitely like little lightning bolts.
Yeah, that's very true.
Let's see. Panda Gaming, when is the next video coming out? When is our next video coming out? We are filming soon. So something will be coming out soon. How about that?
Yeah, we're starting. Yeah, we're gonna start to vlog again, like ASAP. So
yeah. Wow, you guys, like, I actually really like to see encouragement happening in the chats too. I do think like-minded people attract like-minded people. So it's very encouraging to see, some of you guys ask difficult questions in the chats. And even though if we can't answer your question, or maybe I feel like it's not the appropriate time to answer certain questions, I do like to see each other giving encouragement here. Yeah. Oh, wow, it's so cool, you guys. Financial literacy, totally. Yeah. Another thing, just I wanted to pull it out, since we brought up our own faith, that I think it is very valuable and important to have these kind of discussions, even not in the terms of like, you should be this or shouldn't be that, or this is right or this is wrong. But just to be able to have a conversation that is, you know, civilized and full of understanding, even with those who you disagree with. Because I feel like that is really vital part of communication and discussion that is often lacking, especially in the political spheres or where we're talking about social issues. Because it's like you're coming from this point, this person's coming from that point, and nobody's willing to listen to each other, then of course in the end it's just gonna explode. So I like that we can have these kind of talks and conversations here, at least on this platform.
Yeah, very well put.
Ooh, Lynn, what's the topic tonight? Oh, Lynn, we went everywhere. I don't know how to
Beating
pull it
kids,
together.
not to beat kids.
Yeah, that's pretty much the long short of it.
Financial literacy.
Financial
What we do
literacy.
here in Korea. It's funny because I think every live stream
it gets all over the place. One time we even talked about pizza and pineapples. Ooh, potential kids' names. Okay, all right. Can I just share something? Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't give away my names.
Why?
Okay, I'll share with you guys some of my names. All right. I want to hear what you guys.
Just don't give away the best.
Now listen, the only reason I have all of these kid names here, and not kids' names because that's kind of creepy, names is because I'm constantly thinking about books I want to write. So I have many stories, and I write down little short stories that I have. And there's two books that I really creatively, it's a creative books that I have in my mind. And so I was pulling up all of these names that were not for children, for me or him, but character names, okay? But if someone's about to have a baby, you are more than welcome to take one of these names. Okay, you ready? Mind you, I keep qualifying. Book character names, okay, book character names. Okay, this one I'm not gonna share with you because it's too good, but the other ones are okay. How about Cyan? Oh, you give me a yes or no if you like these names. Cyan.
I'm not gonna do that because there might be someone watching who has that name that hasn't been commenting.
Okay.
And I'm like,
no. Okay. CL.
CL?
Yeah.
Like from 21?
Cerulean. Cerulean is nice, right?
It's a nice color.
Yeah. Okay. How about Finnegan Lewis? Weird. Milo. Sawyer. Oh, I could take out Sawyer. I don't like that anymore.
I'm trying my best not to react.
Hendrix. Hendrix is a great name, right? Hendrix
Jimmy.
Titus. Essence. Okay, book character, guys. Keep in mind book character. Felix. You know who Felix is.
The cat?
Felix Fox. No, Felix Fox, my character Felix Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Legend. How cool would it be if your kid's name was Legend? Hey, this is Legend. Everyone has to greet him like that. Hey, Legend.
What if he grows up and does nothing with his life?
This is Legend. Atlas. Atlas is a great name too. Okay, this one's a little bit out there, but Gravity. Gravity. You don't like Gravity? Okay. Justice. Dash. Nova is so cool, right? Nova. And that's it. That's all I have right now.
Great.
You don't like any of them.
Is anyone out in the chat named any of those names?
I'm telling you, they're very unique ones. I really admit.
Cedric's not filling those names. I will not deny or confirm that. Oh, Alice has a middle name.
Alice's middle name is what?
Huh?
Did you say Alice has a
No,
middle name?
Atlas as a middle name.
Oh,
maybe.
Atlas is a great name. Atlas is so great. Oh, Lynn, I remember pizza and pineapples. Panda, have you guys stayed in contact with those you interviewed in your channels? Everyone. Yeah, everyone who's appeared, at least on the Halfie Project channel. We're always in touch.
I don't talk to nobody.
Uh-huh.
I'm just kidding.
I love pizza because it's a tasty food. I love pizza because it tastes so really good.
Hingles Gravity. until the kids at school push him to the ground and say it's. I know, man.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, that's just asking for trouble. Oh, gravity. Well, that's why gravity for me and a book character would be an elderly gentleman. This is gravity. See, there you go. Morpheus.
Morpheus.
Titus has Chad energy. That's true. I got the name Titus from Final Fantasy because my sisters were playing it when we were younger, and I liked the name Titus. I didn't like the character in the game, but the name Titus I thought was nice. Atlas, yeah, Atlas is cool. Gravity, Milo. Milo's a good one. Why you don't like any of these names?
I didn't say I didn't like them.
Well, yeah, that's right. You didn't say you liked them either.
Because I'm trying to be very neutral. In case anyone is named
Neuron.
Titus.
No,
Neuron?
no.
Oh no.
No, don't name your kid Neuron. Protein.
This is awful.
Nova. I think Nova is a really nice name. Think about Nova. Nova. Right? Nova's cute. Oh, Nova says doggies. Aw.
What's up, Vicky? She has been MIA.
Matrix. Morpheus
Good
and
to see
Neo. Those are so funny. Hey,
Cloud,
Vicky, thanks for joining.
Squall.
Sky. Sky. Did you name your kid Sky? You
I might.
You would name this one Sky and that one Cedi. Skycedi, get over here.
It would have to be, though I don't want to name like my son Skylar, but it would have to be like Sky, like a shortened version of a name that has
You
Sky.
should name your kid Universe. Universe. Universe.
Skylar is a nice name, but I don't think I would want to name my son Skylar.
Mm-hmm. Cloud, Squall. I feel like these are all Final Fantasy things. Cloud is.
Michelle, yes. We've been posting more. I don't know when our next upload's going to be, but probably within the next week or so. But yeah, we're actually, I think after a couple of weeks, we'll be on a very consistent upload schedule because we're going to have different types of content. And I'm going to put a lot of time and energy into like we're both going to film it. I'm going to try to edit it.
Energy.
And just keep uploading. So super excited about that.
And also Michelle, we're just saying names. There's no babies or anything. Sky, Luna, and Novella. Wow.
Novella.
That is so nice.
Novella.
Novella. Ooh, I'm gonna add that to my list. Novella. Novella. Nova and Novella. What if you had like twins? Book character. Nova and Novella. That's nice, right? Novella. Tifa. Tifa. I'm not feeling Tifa. Tifa. I keep thinking Latifah. So when I hear Tifa, I feel like something's missing. Like the La. La Tifa. Oh, isn't it fun talking about names? These are names for my book characters. If I write a book, will you guys read it? You don't have to like it.
No, she's legit. She's gonna write a book. I'm sure you'll write many books.
I plan to write many books. I want to write many books. Yeah. It's just a matter of, you know. Nova Novella. Nova Novella those are such good names. You know? Those are very good. Okay, let's see. Oh boy, there's so many questions. For the wedding ceremony, there's no plans yet. No plans yet.
Yeah, we're hoping next year though, 2022. It's all dependent on the COVID situation, of course. And we don't want to make any plans too early because we don't know what the next few months will hold. So, because so many people had to like postpone their plans in 2020 for their wedding.
Yeah, I don't want to like plan everything and then everything gets canceled.
Yeah.
Much better to wait.
You got a beta reader.
Good things come to those who wait.
What kind of book do you want to write?
So
Or books?
I have a couple in mind. By the way, do you know what that was from, that song? That was the last line from the song, I think called good things or something from the musical City of Angels. Okay, what type of book? So of course, I want to write. It's kind of weird because if you saw my blog before I shut it down recently, I wrote a lot of essays. So a lot of things were like those essay style, and I really enjoy writing essays like that. And then I also really like short stories, kind of like O. Henry style. But eventually I would like to try my hand at a murder mystery, keep it formulaic, just see how that goes. And I have a really great idea, so I can't wait to share that one. But I'm more of a fiction writer, but the thing is it's kind of fiction as in the case of like Lord of the Flies fiction, you know, not like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a root of reality.
She just needs to sit down and write.
I just gotta sit down and write.
Yeah, Len will be your beta reader.
Thanks. By the way, Serenity is a great name.
I like Serenity.
Right? Serenity is nice.
Yeah.
You could call her Serena for short.
You can call her Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Or you could call her
Serene.
Nitty.
Nitty.
Serenity is a great name. Serenity. Yeah. Emily, any ideas about the wedding? Colors, flowers, simple, basic ideas. Becky, were you one of those who planned their wedding as a kid? Emily, I never planned weddings as a kid. I never even envisioned getting married whatsoever. The closest thing I ever got to thinking about weddings is starting a business where I would, where people could hire me to be a wedding guest.
What?
Yeah, I actually thought about this idea. And listen to me, okay, this is a great idea. I would have like a business where people could pay me to go to weddings as their guest or as their date. So especially like, think about it, guys who they're going to, let's say their ex and she's getting married to a different guy and he's invited to the wedding. He's got to show face, but he's like, I don't want to go. Invite me. So I would be the date to his wedding. And I would make sure that I am like the most gorgeous, outrageous, funny girl ever. And I would go there and I would party and I would talk and be the center of attention so that it's off of him. You see what I mean? So it would make him feel comfortable there. And then when he left, everyone would be like, wow, you're the best date ever. So hire me to be the wedding guest. Or like these weddings where you know the mother-in-law is gonna be trouble. Okay, so she says, I need you to come and distract her. I need you to be with my mother-in-law so that she's not, being crazy and controlling. Like, don't worry, leave it to me. Pay me. Then I show up. I bother the mom-in-law. Oh, tell me all about this. I'm just a guest. Like, this was what I was thinking would be my future job. When I would be the best wedding guest ever. Good idea, huh?
I guess so.
It's a great idea.
How would you market yourself?
That's the thing. I'd probably just have a website or something.
Website, Squarespace.
Yeah, but this is what I was thinking when it came to weddings. I never thought about my own wedding.
Dang.
But I would be the best wedding guest ever.
I can't deny that.
Yeah.
She would. It'd be fun.
It would be
You could probably make a lot of. You'd have to charge a lot.
I would make so much money, And then every time I would disguise myself a little bit differently. But you go to weddings where you don't know the people personally, see? And they never see you again.
Yeah, until you go to a wedding where there's a guest there. It's like, you look familiar.
Like, no, I don't. You might have been thinking my twin who has pink hair, but it's not me. See, it would just be so much fun. Oh, gosh. Being the perfect wedding guest. But other than that, ideas, colors, flowers, basic ideas, Emily, I literally have no clues. I haven't thought about anything because I don't want to start and get disappointed yet. Yeah. But I am looking at like photos and making Pinterest boards and that kind of thing. But nothing serious. Write an anime. Oh gosh, did you know when I was in high school, or no, I guess it was middle school, I tried to draw anime. They were all bad. Gloria, thank you for joining us from London. Panda, how tall are you?
6 foot even.
6 foot even.
I guess it's 6 feet.
Yeah.
6 feet even.
I'm 5'7",
Or 6'0".
176 centimeters. You're 183 centimeters. Serenity is a great name. Everyone loves the name Serenity. Wow.
It is a great name. It's pretty.
Serenity.
It's calm. It's peaceful.
But that's what serenity means.
Exactly. That's why I said that.
Oh.
Because it's calm. It's peaceful.
It's serenity. That sounds like a commercial. It's calm. It's peaceful. It's serenity.
It sounds like a Korean commercial.
Like for like skincare.
Yeah. It's like, thank you,
calm.
Captain
It's
Obvious.
peaceful. It's serenity. Do I belong to any writing groups? No, Lynn, I do not. Writing has kind of been like my little thing that I've always done, but I've never been part of a writing group. But I will say, a short story I wrote for class in university, the professor asked if he could use it in the future for teaching his classes. It was about creation myths, creative myths, creation myths, you know? Like stories that people would say like, why is the fire hot? Why is the sky blue? And people would write those like, those myths to explain it. Oftentimes using animals like that. So the story I wrote is how the colors came to the sky. And it was about, so it was like all the animals, I guess it was before people. And the long story short was that the moth, you know, the moth?
Like a moth?
Yeah, like moth. They actually used to be the most beautiful creatures in the whole world. But they were very quiet and kept to themselves, as you know moths do. And then when the sky was so gray and gloomy, there was no color. And then the moths, they gave up their color to go into the sky.
Did you tell me this before?
Yeah, I wrote this story, and all these beautiful sky, this is where the first sunset ever, and the first sunrise, and everyone was mesmerized. Oh, the beautiful sky, the beautiful sky. And then that is why today all the moths are a gray color, they keep to themselves, but you can always find them around lights, like lamps or light bulbs or outdoor lights because of their ancestors who flew very close to the sun.
Wow, that's
so
good.
That was my creation story about colors in the sky. And so my professor kept that story and told me after class, I would like to publish this in my future textbook to teach my future classes. So that was one of my short stories. Khan, I hope you'll read my story if I ever write it.
Michelle asks, do we ever miss living in the US, or are we happy that we're in Korea at this stage in our lives? I think, we both miss family in the US.
Yes.
But we are, I think I can speak for both of us when we say we're happy at this stage in our lives.
Very
here.
happy.
Yeah, I mean, you're giving up on a lot of things. Like, we feel like we're giving up on family, and there's certain, like, things that it's a little bit easier to do in the US.
Like what?
Well, for me, like investing in things. But here, I think we're very happy. We feel very secure. We feel like we're really starting to establish ourselves in the things that we do here. Yeah.
I think we feel happy because there's a framework that exists in which we are able to build our lives in the direction we would like. But there are certain things that are definitely missing, and that would first and foremost be interaction with our family on a regular basis. Yeah. So, but missing the US itself, I can't say I do. Let's see. We have Lamenina24. Oh, yeah, I would love to write short stories. I'll have to check out this author. And Hingome Kringleberry, you know what? If you ever start that wedding guest business and it takes off and you ever need a female wedding guest, for one of your clients, just call me up.
Here's what I think. I think since it was her idea, she should be like at least 20% owner of the business, get 20% of the cut.
Oh.
And you can, whenever you need a female.
Yeah.
There we go.
Come on, I would be the best wedding guest ever. I don't need to drink anything. I just need to have free reign. Think about it. Who breaks open the dance floor? Me. Who stays there all night till people leave? Me. I would just be the best wedding guest ever. Poppy, a P.O. box to send some goodies for your wedding. We should consider that maybe. I mean, that's really generous of you. Not expecting gifts. We can talk about it. Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. 안녕하세요.
Hey, Jasmine.
88888888.
Yeah. Wow, so many good comments here. Woo! And Michelle, she's explaining why she waited 4 years to the engagement. I think it's funny how some people are like, you have to get married within a year or something's wrong with you. No, I don't think there's a timeline like that. Yeah. Saved money so that you could do the wedding. That's great. Which we then use to travel to Korea for 3 months. That's so cool. The wedding guest. You know what? I should write a short story called The Wedding Guest. And that would be me living vicariously through my character. The wedding guest. I'm writing notes. Let's see. A final exam after 2 hours. Oh my goodness. You're here. Whew.
Michelle calling me out. She says,
What?
I'm dazing off.
He is. He's tired. That's what he does. Graydon, who's better at cooking? Who's better at cooking?
Low key, I think I am. Because you haven't experienced my cooking, that's why. No, her cooking's good.
Okay.
But I'm definitely.
You better wake up soon.
I can make some really good burgers.
Oh my gosh, this did not just happen on a live stream.
I think I'm in trouble.
Hey Victor, thanks for tuning in. We hope you will tune in the future. Much love from LA, La La Land, City of Angels. Michelle, as for investing in Korea, I guess we just don't know. We haven't looked into that.
So Korea does have stocks. I don't know. I'm assuming they probably have like index funds as well. That's just assuming. 401ks. 401k, I think, is just a U.S. thing. Korea does have a pension that you're required to pay into, and that's for also foreigners as well. And I don't know what other retirement options there are because I don't plan on really contributing. Or not, I shouldn't say contributing. I don't plan on investing in Korea directly, at least right now. So I'm just all into like U.S. investments. Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know. We can look into it. Logan, hailing from Okinawa. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okinawa have not visited yet, but it is on the list. Let's see. You guys should visit the Northern Lights if you ever have a chance. Oh, for
love
sure. Absolutely. That is definitely there. There's so many places to visit, really. When COVID passes and the world has righted from upside down.
Yo, I think you and Hingle got a deal going on.
Yeah, Hingle, you know him. Yeah. Poppy, thank you. That's very sweet. We'll keep that in mind and let you know if something comes up. And also, yeah, keep India in your prayers. What's going on there it's beyond words. So our hearts are with you guys. Honeymoon ideas. Hopefully COVID situation gets better. I don't have any ideas yet. Seriously, wow, really no ideas.
You can't plan anything right now, you know?
Yeah, don't want to do that.
Man.
So we're just staying focused on what's in front of us for the time.
Yeah. We'll keep you posted for sure, though.
A cooking video, a cook-off.
Oh.
Yeah, you really want to follow up on your comment here with your amazing cooking skills? Is that what you'd like to do?
It's been a while since I threw down in the kitchen.
Oh, no, don't back off now. Not when you came up so strong. You can't say that. I know you're a good cook.
We are going to do cooking videos, though. It'd be mainly her.
Yeah, because this kitchen is beautiful. We could do so many beautiful cooking things here.
Yeah, we have a pretty big kitchen, considering it's a apartment.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Smaller apartment.
We could do so many nice things here. Let's show you. Kay, yes, we'd love to visit Puerto Rico one day. That would be wonderful. Brian, is Korea open for tourists? Yes and no. We have restrictions in place. Everyone must wear a mask. Businesses close by 10 p.m. Limited indoor seating in many places. And if you're flying into the country, you're required to do 2 weeks of quarantining. And if you don't have family here, then you have to pay for either the facility. I think that's, or an Airbnb or something.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, so yeah, you can definitely come, but you have to quarantine. And again, if you don't have the family, it's going to cost, money to do that.
It can cost quite a bit.
And then you're limited in what you can do and how you can do it here, though it is still possible. I think there are still people coming just to kind of vacation or hang out.
Yeah, because it is more free and safer than a lot of other places. And the places that are the most free and safest are closed to outside people. Yeah. Let's see. No vaccines yet, Jasmine. Not yet. Is Becky invited to the cookout? You guys tell me.
She's invited.
I'd like to come.
She's invited.
Jack7. Thank you. Oh, that's a really big offer. Eventually I'd love to have my stories translated into all languages. That is a big dream of mine. To be more widely read than Agatha Christie or Shakespeare. It's a very big goal. Do you have family in Korea? What do you think of your relationship? Yes, I have family in Korea. No, you do not.
Nope.
I have family here and they haven't met you yet. My Harmony hasn't even seen a picture of you yet. She doesn't even know what you look like.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have no idea what my family would think of you. I have zero idea. They're more in the countryside.
They're gonna love me.
Yeah, it'll be very, I have no clue. No idea whatsoever. So yeah, we're gonna have to go visit. Let's cook together.
Woody cook.
Yeah, let's cook together.
Woody yodi. Woody yodi.
Woody yodi. That's cute, actually. Woody yodi. I think you're gonna regret.
Man, y'all, I think coming to this place has really unlocked so many potential things that we could film. Yeah. So definitely cooking videos, I think.
Yes. Skincare.
Yeah, we'll do skincares,
More
we'll do day in the lives,
lifestyle.
daily vlogs. Yeah.
Lifestyle things. Yeah. There's so much stuff that we can do.
I have a random question. And I know that there are still 45 of you guys watching. The last video, did you guys get a notification or did it pop up in your YouTube? Just curious. The last video was 2 days ago?
About change.
Yeah, just curious.
Because it seems that people aren't getting notifications.
Either that or it's not even popping up in their home feed.
Either that and everyone's looking at it and change. I don't want to watch that. That's a possibility too. And it's okay. Hi, Ricardo. Thank you for joining us. And should try new things over quarantine. Gosh, what are our hobbies?
Well, the thing is, we don't have a quarantine feel. We just feel like we're restricted in things that are, I guess, normal. We can't stay out till 12 or 1. I mean, we can, but we can't really go anywhere and hang out. Things like that. But things feel quite normal.
Yeah, really.
In many ways, just restricted.
Yeah.
So I think last year, though, we had more of a lockdown feeling or feeling of unknown.
Yeah, but now it's a little bit more open, of course. Okay, some people it says it came up in their feed. Some people says it did not. Very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I could look at the analytics of the video and see that the number of people who it pushed to the home, the home feed.
Yeah, it's really not that many.
Yeah.
Plan for more pets, Jane? Plan for more pets, Cooks? I want a fish tank. I want a really pretty fish tank.
Can we get a shrimp?
Yeah, of course.
A little jellyfish?
I don't know about jellyfish. But we can definitely get a shrimp. You get a shrimp and we can get a couple of fishes. I would love fish. I love fish. I used to have a betta. And I trained my betta to jump out of the water. Because betta were originally fighting fish. They're clever.
Let's see. So
23
some people
and me.
received the notification or saw the video pop up. Others didn't. One person says in their notifications, or I'm sorry, in their subscriptions, which is a different tab.
The 23andMe DNA test, yeah, I heard it's a lot more accurate as well. I'd be very curious to see how different it would be comparative to the test we did before. Because I think it's the one we did before was still very new and also centralized to Korea. So no doubt it is lacking a lot of the DNA pool from other countries. So it would be very interesting to take it again.
Yeah, why don't we do it?
I think we should too, because I'm like, I don't think I'm part, I don't even know what it was.
Yeah.
But I still think you have some Ethiopian.
Maybe. So a lot of people got notifications, which is a good sign. It's a good sign.
Hingle McCringleberry, you're so generous. I think a snake
Might as well send a tarantula with it.
would be great. You just, put it in a little bag, ship it over here. I don't think we'll have any problem with that. None. A little aquarium. Yes, like those really nice aquariums, like the ones with rounded edges, not squares, and then black sand on the bottom. And then there'd be real living plants in it, growing, and then you get the cleaner fishes so that they clean up the algae. And you get the little fish that have some bioluminescence on them. Oh, fish sticks would be great. It'd be so cute. And Chanel would love that. And she would stare at it all day long.
She'd eat it.
She would eat the fish. Not if Hingle McCringleberry sends us a snake. We'll put the snake next to the fish tank. Then Chanel would leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, it does seem like some people did get the notifications, but undoubtedly a huge number of people did not. Because you guys are the real faithful ones. Because you're here on the live stream.
Yeah, we I don't know. We're gonna switch up some of the different content styles too, so maybe that'll help.
We'll just keep pushing stuff. Do what we like.
Yeah.
Do what you like.
Brian Bell says, do you think the Olympics will be a go this summer?
Are they being held in Tokyo?
Yeah, they're supposed to. Because it was supposed to be last year. I don't know. I think the last I heard was it was still on. Obviously limited capacity, but I have no idea. I have no idea.
The Olympics, when were they ever canceled?
Not sure.
I think they were canceled at some point during one of the world wars. But almost never canceled. Yeah. Have we discovered any new artists you enjoyed during this pandemic? Have we? I think I've discovered a few. I make Spotify lists. So people who have Spotify, you could follow me if you wanted to. Yeah,
the Olympics were canceled
during World War I or World War II.
In 1916, 1940, and 1944.
Yeah. So I can't list an artist off the top of my head, but definitely if you see my Spotify, I've got loads of people. What's one animal you will never mess with?
All of them.
You mean I would never meet it and say mean things to it? And it's like, don't mess with me. Get out of my face.
Man, definitely a snake. You'll never see me touching a snake or handling a snake.
But not all snakes are dangerous.
Doesn't matter.
They're fine. Snakes is just, snakes.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, you just need to be smart about which snakes you come against.
I will not be
what
touching
about
no snake.
little green garden snakes? What about teeny little ones that you can fit in your pocket?
Nope. You would touch a snake? You probably would.
I have touched a snake.
Really?
Yeah. It was at a petting zoo.
That's a little different.
Why?
Well, I mean, if you saw a snake in your yard or something.
I wouldn't pet it.
Manhandle
But
it
when
or
we
something.
were hiking in the Rocky Mountains, we came across a couple rattlesnakes. You can hear them. They're like, you're like, okay, don't go that direction, and then you turn away. Yeah.
Whew. Can't do it.
I would not mess with hippos.
Oh, hippos are very very
They're
aggressive.
very vicious and territorial. That's the thing. Yeah. You wouldn't think it, but they are.
Yeah.
Don't mess with hippos. I'm trying to think of territorial animals. Those are the scariest ones. Let's see.
That's right, Victor. Can't do it.
I'll send you 1 snake, 1 tarantula, and I'll throw in a koala as compensation for stealing Becky's wedding business venture. I thought we were doing 80-20.
Nah, he's like, nah, it's easier just to give a koala and then to take all the profits.
No. By the way, I don't have eucalyptus trees around here. It needs to live in its natural habitat. You just give me 30%. How about that?
It went up. It's originally 20.
No, it was always 30. Let's see. Snakes are misunderstood. Well, it's probably because we don't speak the same language.
Even if I understood them, oh my gosh.
Snakes are like, hey, how are you guys? What you doing? Walking around out here. We're like, snakes. Like, no, I just want to invite you for a cup of tea. Misunderstood. Those poor things. Lynn, crocodiles. Crocodiles, yeah. I heard about crocodiles have this thing called the death roll, where they grab you in their jaws and then they spin you upside down under the water over and over and over again until you pass out. But crocodiles don't typically attack humans. And if they hiss at you in the water, they're not about to attack you. They're saying like, stay away, or what are you doing? Don't get any closer.
What if they hiss at you, but they're swimming towards you? And so they think you're getting closer because they're getting closer to you.
The current is pushing it, and it's like, why are you getting closer to me? And you're like, I'm not getting closer to you. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Crocodiles. I mean, think about it, though. People are always like, oh, my gosh, there's crocodiles in my house. No, you're in the crocodile's swamp. This is the problem. This is why we need to protect wildlife in nature zones so that we wouldn't keep having these run-ins. Then you won't have to deal with crocodiles. Hippos are deadly. And Hingle McCringleberry, yes, I am driving a hard bargain. That is my middle name.
Hard bargain?
Becky hard bargain White.
Hard bargain.
Was that an Aussie accent? No.
No.
She is Gryffindor, not Slytherin. That is true. I am a Gryffindor. I'm definitely a Gryffindor.
What up, Cam? Thought you
Cam!
never arrived.
We were waiting for you. We were wasting all our time talking about snakes and crocodiles and weddings. We were waiting for you. Let's see. Okay, bedtime for you, 11 p.m. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night.
Dang, 11 p.m. So you must be in Central Standard Time, right? Central Time Zone.
Are you talking new pets? Yeah, totally, new pets. Snakes, crocodiles, tarantulas. We want them all. That's funny. Never touch a snake, even if it's dead. Wow, you guys are so funny. Ravenclaws. Would you be a Ravenclaw?
What's a Ravenclaw?
He doesn't know. You guys.
Is that a real animal, or is that a Harry Potter reference? What is it? Ravenclaw.
Obliviate.
I'm gonna Google it.
I didn't just watch that. I didn't just hear him say that. You don't know what Ravenclaw is?
What is a Ravenclaw?
Oh my god.
Oh!
Wait beyond measure, it's man's greatest treasure.
It's one of the 4 houses.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Guys,
My bad, y'all.
It's that bad. It's that bad.
It is. Mm-hmm. I have no shame either.
Mm-hmm. I think you would be a Hufflepuff.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
There's not... Actually, Hufflepuffs were J.K. Rowling's favorite house. She said she's a Hufflepuff. Yeah. Hufflepuffs, they are very kind. Mm-hmm. Warm-hearted. Gryffindors are brave. Ravenclaws are clever. Slytherins are ambitious. And Hufflepuffs are kind.
I'm more of a Slytherin.
Yeah, you are a bit of a Slytherin, actually. Panda. You're just a muggle.
That doesn't... I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound good.
You don't know what a muggle is. See? You're such a muggle. You're such a muggle. Oh, man, that is so funny. Yeah, you are a muggle. Emily's a Hufflepuff. Yeah, I can see that. Oh gosh, you guys are just so funny. Victor's a Ravenclaw. Okay. Yeah, you would be a Muggle. No, Hingo, I'm a Gryffindor. I can't believe you'd even say that. I'm so Gryffindor. Very strong Gryffindor. And yeah, I think you are a Slytherin. You're more of a Slytherin now I think about it.
It just sounds like very, like up to no good. Slytherin.
That you haven't even read the books and you know.
Because I know, man.
Not a witch or wizard that didn't go dark. Was in Slytherin.
Yo, Brian says, I noticed that you invest in stocks. Did I ever say I invest in stocks?
Oh, is that fun?
Any tips? I started buying gold. It's cheaper where I am, so ... Well, I do have some money in the stock market, but I just mess with ETFs, index funds, tips. I don't know.
You play it safe.
Not really. I threw all my money in Dogecoin.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I wish I did though.
Oh.
No, yeah, so for right now, we have a little money in the stock market just because we're trying to save to eventually get property overseas. But while we're saving up, might as well have that money working. So I believe in, like, for me, because everyone's situation is different, but I'm just in ETFs, exchange traded funds. So it's just basically a group of stocks, and just kind of let it ride out. So many good funds out there, or many good ETFs. And any tips? I mean, like, the general tips would be, you know, people always say buy low and sell high, blah, blah, blah. But I would say if you're in it for the long term, just pick some stocks based off of your research or your funds or indexes, and then just ride it out. And just, you know, pick some that you believe in. That way you're not tempted to pull your money out, because stocks will always fluctuate.
You have to ride it out.
Yeah, and if you have a, you know, big sum of money that you want to put in, a good strategy is dollar cost averaging. And so that basically means that you just, instead of putting all of it in at one time, you just, you know, every week or every day, however you want to do it, every month, just put in a set amount. So, because the stock, whatever fund you put it into will be at different levels. And so that'll average out to typically less of a loss if the stocks are going down, and, you know, maybe even more of a gain. But yeah, I mean, there's no, like, general strategy I think I can offer, at least. I'm just a guy that has some money in the ETFs. But real estate is really my game.
Yeah, real estate.
Real estate investing.
Nobody can guess stock market. It's gambling.
Not I wouldn't say that. But yeah, crypto, got a little bit in Bitcoin, but not a lot. If I really wish I would have just did Dogecoin for like 2 days.
We should do a finances live stream one day. Then you can share all your wealth of information.
I would love to.
Yeah, and then people who are in finances can come in and ask those questions or give their own.
Or it's not, yeah. It's like we're all sharing just different things.
Yeah, it'd be good to have that conversation, I think. Woo! Whoa, got all that energy out. That was fun.
I'm just catching up on comments.
Oh yeah, Catherine's here from Botswana. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Catherine.
Yeah, we should do the finances thing. It seems that there's a number of people interested.
Watch Becky fall asleep. Yeah, there's certain things where I just like perk up and I could like talk for hours and she's like, whatever. And then vice versa, obviously. As Michelle tried to call me out on. But, yeah.
I mean, we'll do it. We could do like a skincare live stream and you guys can ask all your questions, and then we could do a finances live stream.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess the angle we'll take is just like how we look at finances and what we do.
Yeah, sure.
And what our plans are. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not super huge on like hiding things about finances per se. But yeah.
Yeah. Cam Bob is hanging out at a friend's house. Oh, how about a financial skincare combo? Like money face packs.
Money face packs.
Nickel under eye massages.
I'm not sure
You're
if that's
talking
what he
about
meant,
that,
but
right? Finance skincare combos?
I think it's like topics that we both can thrive on.
Oh, so
the
while
other person is,
we're
like,
doing face
sleeping.
packs, you can talk about NFTs,
I won't be talking about NFTs.
ETFs, FTAs. What is it called?
ETFs?
ETF, sorry, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could do a skincare finance combo. Yeah, he was talking about finance face packs. We knew
Oh,
that.
my bad, Hangle.
This is why he and I are business partners. We get it. I get you.
Yo, let me get 5% of that company though.
You can't just jump in like that. Are you gonna be?
I'm the one that like introduced y'all
No,
in that way.
If you're gonna be part of this company, you gotta be 105% wedding guest material. Are you?
No, not at all.
See, no, you didn't have a right to this company. Hinkle and I, we would be the best wedding guests ever, especially if he brings the
BTS.
snakes.
Cam said
gosh.
BTS. I don't know what he means by that.
Where did you hear BTS? Who said BTS?
Oh, like ETF.
Oh,
FTAs,
no, BTS. But yeah,
I wish I would have invested in that.
BTS. BTS is your best friend. You're friends with all of those boys.
Yeah.
BTS. Yeah. Money, face pack ideas, cucumbers, and honey in there for sure. Yeah, I mean, the real question is if you want to put the money in the honey and then put that on your face, or we could just, blend it up. We could do that as well. Like a powder.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, so many options, really. I already know how it's going to go. It's going bad. It's not going to be good for your skin. Oh, wow. Okay.
Are you done?
I'm done.
She's like, okay.
All right.
Time to go.
Wrapped it up.
Let's see. This has been a 2-hour live stream.
Whoa.
We've had longer.
Whoa.
We've had longer.
Victor, wedding guest business, I'm down. Show people how to dance the merengue. Oh my gosh. Victor could be our dance guy. Someone's giving an awkward toast. It's like the best man stands up and admits in his toast that he's in love with the bride. That's when we're like, Victor, dance! Dance, Victor! See?
So Victor, yeah, he deserves
Victor,
like 40% of the business
think
for that.
about Victor just hanging out in the back and we're like, dance now. He just starts dancing.
So it'd be like 40, 30, Hingle 30.
Is that okay, Hinkle? Would you be okay with that? Well, Victor just jumped in suddenly like this.
He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
That's all right. Just kidding.
That would be so funny. Becky wants 30. Cedric wants 5. And you want to accept payment in koalas? No!
Well, it depends on if I could sell the koalas.
Well, you have to make sure they go to a good home. Yeah. And kangaroos, I definitely don't have space for kangaroos. They are really burly, They're really buff.
It's true.
They're huge guys. These kangaroos. Oh, look here. I'll be at the bar waiting to be beckoned, and I'll do 27.5%. That's pretty fair. Yeah, Victor, that's fair. You just hang out by the bar, have a couple of drinks, just chill, and then you just be on call. Wow, this wedding is getting ready to be something good. This is gonna be good. 2 koalas, 1 kangaroo. No, Cam. No. If you're gonna get 1 kangaroo, you might as well get another. This is the problem with trading in koalas and kangaroos. Mm-hmm. Is that it's inevitable. You're gonna become greedy, and you're gonna want 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. There's just no cap. It's very dangerous business. Very dangerous business. Cedric looks done. Yeah. He's into financial talk, not kangaroos.
Yeah. It's all right. I'm kind of hungry.
I'm a little hungry too.
And Fruit Loops didn't do it for me.
And quokkas are cute.
Yo, I think we could live stream again in a week or 2.
In an hour.
If we wanted to.
I think we'll be live streaming more often.
Just random live streams.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to be like Victor waiting by the bar to be called. Just be waiting by your phone for the notification.
Ricardo says, I've done well.
Sorry,
Thank you.
You've lasted pretty well. Good job. Well, maybe we should go get some lunch then.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
All right, people. We are going to sign off. Just as a reminder, we will be starting our new podcast very soon.
Yeah, we can talk about more things, but in a longer format. And don't let that tire you out. It'll be more contextual and detail-filled. Therefore, you're getting a fuller picture as opposed to the edited snapshots.
Yeah, and it's going to be still very much similar to a lot of the topics that we discuss in our talking videos, but just in a podcast format. So we're still going to have the video format of the podcast.
Watch the videos,
right.
yeah.
So it'll be very similar to what you're used to, I think. But also, if you if you prefer,
If you deserve this live stream, you deserve a podcast.
Yeah, if you prefer the audio format, we'll have that as well. So that'll launch. We don't have a date yet, but we'll let you know.
Yeah. Oh, Hingo asks a schedule for live streams. It's actually a really good idea.
Yeah. It's just that our schedules are so
all over the place.
It's very hard to schedule out. Yeah. So. But we'll try to do like every other week, probably.
Yeah. If we could make that happen, that would be great. Yeah. I mean, if this didn't bore you guys. All right, we're gonna do that.
Yes, we are. All right, guys. We're gonna sign off. Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Love you too, Emily.
Thanks for coming.
To the live stream.
The live
AKA the live steam.
Bye. Have a good night. Have a good day.
All right, guys. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye. Bye. I don't know how to turn this off. Awkward. Bye-bye. As you see my finger.